So welcome to this Yoga for Weightlifters session. We're going to be working through the whole body, looking to really open up those tight hamstrings, quads, into the hips, opening up through the core, into our back if that gets really tight, shoulders, and then obviously into arms and just the whole body. So we'll have a nice sort of flow out at the end. To begin with, we'll just start off nice and slowly so you can work into each stretch deeply, and then we'll progress on until we've got that lovely vinyasa flow at the end. But before we get started, we're just going to start with some breath work just to calm ourselves down if you've been having a bit of a manic day so far. So taking your hands to the center, so you can take the palm on top of the other palm. And we're just going to close off the eyes, and I want you to draw the back up, draw that spine up tall, shoulders back, and release the head down. So it's just a little chin lock here. So we're drawing the chin down to the chest. And then from here, we're going to take a deep inhale through the nose, opening up the chest, and exhale out through the nose. Inhale. Exhale. So we take that breath in through the nose, opening up the lungs, opening up the ribs, and opening up the crown of the head. And as we exhale, we release, we let go, we soften down. Hold it here for me. Inhale. Exhale. Good. One last deep inhale. And just soften down through the jaw, the shoulders, the back of the neck, and the spine. Gently fluttering open your eyes, draw the head up for me, and just shake those hands off, shake those shoulders off for me. So we're just going to really open up this whole body and keep everything loose. So to start off, we're taking the hands together, we're going to interlace those hands, and we're just going to give them a little wiggle. We're going to open up through the wrists. We're going to open up through the fingertips with those grips that we work into when we're lifting weights. We really want to open all that area up. Just move through. You might recognize this from something else. Okay, but we're just opening up. Keep it nice and loose and fluid. Good. And then just from there, just shake those hands off. Well done. Take the arms out in front of you. We're going to take the hands to the shoulders and then release it back out. So inhale, exhale, inhale. Exhale. So just warming up through these arms. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Now keeping the hands to the shoulders, we're going to start to draw the elbows up towards ourselves, opening up the back and releasing down. Inhale. Draw those elbows up. So starting to find that rotation through the shoulders. Again, and we find we're starting to get the body moving into more of a forward position. We want to open that chest up and draw it back. So really improving and lifting through that posture. Inhaling and exhaling. Far too often we're sort of crouched over computers as well through our normal working day. So just opening up this body is really important. Good. Inhale one more time. And exhale, just release, just shake it off again. Okay, from this side, we're going to take the left hand, take it over to the right knee, reach up tall with the right arm, and bring the hand all the way over, lifting the chest up tall. Inhale. And if you can, look over your shoulder for me. Exhale. Inhale. So we're getting this little torso twist, opening up as well through not just the torso, of course, but through rotation of the spinal column. So just opening and then exhale, release, take the right hand over to the left knee, reach the left arm up as tall as you can. So we're really finding this extension through the body. Take the left arm behind us, inhale, draw the chest up tall. Exhale and release, good. From here, we're going to take the right hand to the outside of our legs and we're going to extend it out. Now you want to keep the hip bones down, sit bones down. And then we're going to reach the arm up tall. So now we're going to open up the side body, reaching all the way over. Deep inhale. Exhale. Well done. And you can just shake that head off for me. So releasing the neck, releasing any tension you're feeling in that neck. Inhale. And if you're a little bit more bendy, you can always come down to your forearm. But if you find you start to lift up into the hip, just come back out into a nice extended arm, whichever feels right for you here. Inhale, draw the body up. Now you may be finding that that stretch is pulling all the way into that lower back. That's great. We're really looking for that full stretch through the body. Take over to the other side, sink that hip down on the right hand side, maybe come to forearm if you want to, or again, just that nice straight arm, whatever feels good here. Inhale. Keep that chest lifted, look up to the hand if you want to, and you may find you start to get some stretching into the jawline, the side of the neck as well. And exhale, release, come back over. Okay, so from here, I want you to take your legs forward in front of you. You're going to bring your feet together and in a really large diamond shape. So we would normally do a Baddha which is what this position is, a little bit closer, but I want you to take a wide stance for me. So I'm going to take this from the side now. So taking the feet forward, we're going to take the chest up nice and tall, hands in front of the shins, opening up, and we're really opening up into hips and the hip flexors here. You're going to possibly feel this into the hamstrings as well. So deep inhale, and as you exhale, slowly forward fold. Now, taking your hands to the front of the mat for me. Now, some of you are a bit more flexible and will be able to get down a little bit lower. Some of you, this is a bit too deep. So if you need to, you can take a block and place the block in front of you, and you can release the forehead to the block. And for others, you may be a little bit more bendy, so drawing the head down and releasing the head down between the legs or towards the feet. So taking a deep breath in here, and just adjust yourself. If you find your right side feels a little bit tighter than the left side or vice versa, just give yourself a wiggle, move through it, find what feels good. Deep inhale, and as you exhale, just soften the head, soften the body. We're really focusing in on hips and glutes, and you're probably going to feel this a little bit, as I said, in the hamstrings. If you do, or if it feels a little bit crampy, just adjust the leg a little bit, give it a little wiggle, just remind yourself everything's okay. Deep inhale. And then as you exhale, maybe soften down even further. Relax the elbows, relax the shoulders, shake the head. Good. Nice deep inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And with each exhale, see if you just start to sink a little bit more. Don't worry if you don't, that's not a problem. It's not what we're trying to do. So sometimes in yoga, we really want to try and push you a bit deeper, but other times it's just going with what the body wants to do. And when you're new to this, or you haven't done this for a while, then we want to just gently work our way into that position. Slowly rise all the way back up. And then from here, we're going to cross the legs over. Now, if you find this a little bit intense, you can just have legs crossed like this. But if you can, we're going to come into log pose. So we're taking this foot on top of the knee, or just on the crook of the knee, that's fine. And we want to keep the foot in line with the other knee, okay? So back is up nice and tall. And again, I'll just wiggle back just so you can see where I am here. So from here, I'm going to walk my hands out for me. So I'm walking all the way out. Now go as far as you feel comfortable. So for some of you, that'll be enough, and that's fine. And you're going to feel the stretch coming into the right hand side. I've got my right leg on top. If your left leg's on top, you're going to feel it in the left side. So reaching forward and relax the head down. Again, just allow the jaw and the neck to soften completely and hold it here. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, and just to soften down even further if that feels good for you. Again, just go with what feels right here, okay? Sometimes you might need to just come on up a little bit and then maybe work your way back down, whatever feels right. Deep inhale. And you should be really finding this stretch coming into those glutes. So if you do a lot of squats, deadlifts, that type of thing, those glutes have been really hit hard, or the hip thrusts, then that's where we want to really open up into those hips. Also, if you've obviously got any issues in hips where you find that you've got limited mobility, this is great for just helping to gently open up. Slowly walk your way all the way back up. So take this top leg now over top the other leg. Again, generally speaking, when we weight lift, we have a little bit more restricted movement in the leg range. So you may not be entirely on top of each other. That's absolutely fine. So just hold it here for me. Back is up tall, sit bones are down. Just hold it there for me. So from this position, so this is what we call cow pose. Back is up nice and tall, chest is lifted. Good. So from here, we're actually going to take a stretch to the side. So we're going to take, the top leg is the side you're going to go to, okay? So I've got my right leg on top, so I'm going to go to my left side. So I'm going to take my left hand over. Now, I'm keeping my sit bones down still. So let's say your sit bones, your bottom, keep that bottom down as much as you can. So there won't be that deeper stretch as you come over here. Now, if you can't feel that stretch, or you're a little bit more flexible than me on this side, you can come down onto your forearm, or you can take your arm overhead to find a deeper stretch coming in, not just to the bottom, but coming up through the side here, okay? So working some abductors and coming to sort of maybe lower back possibly. You can adjust your head, deep inhale, looking up, or you can exhale, looking down. Your head can be anywhere you want it to be. Don't feel forced to hold the head in one position. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale, well done. You're starting to maybe feel that stretch coming possibly into the inner thigh as well here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, slowly come up to rise. Well done. Right, from here, unravel yourself. Just going to extend those legs straight out in front of you. I'm just adjusting to the side so you can see what I'm doing. So back is up nice and tall. We're going to engage the feet, so flexing those feet. We're going to reach your arms up tall, and we're going to exhale and reach forward. So we're going to reach towards the toes. Again, if your flexibility is a little bit more limited in the hip joint, take your hands to the shins, that's fine. Keep the back long for me. So when I say long, arch the back slightly, so we're engaging the back, and then that way we're keeping everything super long, and now you're getting that lovely stretch into the hamstrings. Hold it here. If your hands are on your shins or on the floor, that's fine as well. And wherever you are, I want you to take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, imagine walking the fingertips forward. Okay, and maybe finding a little bit more length. Good. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, maybe relax that neck. Just shake it off. Keep those feet flexed. That's what's going to give you that stretch in the hamstring. When we release the toes, you'll notice the hamstring softens. We want to engage the hamstring, find that stretch. And then slowly roll all the way back up. Good. Okay, so moving on into the other side now. So we're going to take that log pose again, but we're switching legs, okay? So now I'm taking my right leg on top of my left, so if yours was the opposite way around, that's great. Back is up tall. Now you may, again, your flexibility may be really good one side. Don't worry if you find it a bit more of a struggle at the other side. If you do need some extra support, take a block, place it underneath your knee. You can do that as well. That will give you a little bit more support as you go into the stretch. So from here, nice deep inhale, reach up tall, all the way to the top. And then exhale, walk those hands forward, lovely. So just bringing those hands forward. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Softening down into the head, just shaking off the neck. Inhale. Exhale, good. So just find what feels comfortable for you. Again, if you want, you can always take a block, place that under your head if you prefer, and just give yourself a little bit of extra support here in that stretch. Deep inhale. Exhale. Good. Slowly release, unravel yourself here. Good. Come all the way back up. Well done, ladies. Okay, so we're going to bring the knees over. Okay, so we're taking that top leg on top of the other knee. Again, don't worry too much if there's a restriction there. Back is up tall, so just find that stretch to start with. Again, you're probably feeling this is pretty intense coming into this glute area. So back is nice and tall, and the same again. So now I'm going to take my right hand over to the right side, and it's the left leg that's on top, so reverse if you're in the other way. So taking my hand across, again, I can either release the hand down by my side, but if you want to find that slightly deeper stretch, you can either come down to your forearm or maybe extend the arm over. So you're feeling that now into the ribs, into the lower back maybe, and obviously the glutes. Just shake that head off, maybe look down to the floor, maybe look back up. And then exhale, release, come all the way back over for me. Okay, so we're going to swing those legs back round. We're going to go into that second forward fold for me, just to release that tension you may be feeling in this area. So hopefully not, we're just sort of trying to relax this area. So deep inhale, reach up tall. And exhale. Now this time I'll allow you to do a forward fold. So when I say forward fold, we get to relax the head down towards the legs. So you may find a small curvature in the back as we release the chest, the legs and the head towards the shins maybe. Again, don't worry how low you can go. That's not important. We're just trying to find that lovely stretch in the back of the hamstrings. And take a deep inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And if you get any sort of funny sensations that you're feeling in the back of the hamstrings, just try and breathe into it as much as you can, because you will find that that breath will help just to soften and release the muscle. Good. One more time. And then slowly roll the body all the way back up. Good. Take the feet underneath you. Take the hands behind you, and we're just going to come into a reverse tabletop just to open up this body now. So just squeeze the hips up to the sky, open up the shoulders. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, let's sink all the way back down. Just get that bum down to the floor, and we'll do it 2 more times. So deep inhale, squeeze the hips up. So get those hips all the way to the sky, relax the head back, opening up the shoulders here, and release back down. One more time. Inhale, ground down into the feet, lifting up tall. Exhale, all the way back down. Now this time, sink all the way down. We're going to take the hands out in front of us and lower all the way to the floor. So we're now going to move into those hamstrings as well. So taking the left leg up high, taking the hands behind the thigh. Now there's 2 options here. Keep this leg bent, and then we're going to squeeze the heels up high. Now, if you want to make it a bit more challenging, a bit more flexible, maybe you could extend that bottom leg, up to you entirely. And then from here, nice deep inhale, and we're going to exhale. And as we exhale, we're going to draw the leg back really, really gently. Only go as fast feels good for you. Give your feet a little wiggle. And then let's do that again. So take a deep inhale. And then you're going to press the heel up to the sky. Push, 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 push. Keep pushing to the back of the leg. And then exhale, soften that foot and bring that leg back a bit more. Now you might be a bit more flexible than me, or you can reach up towards the calves, then that's great. But if you can't, don't worry. If you feel you've reached your full range, don't worry, just stay where you are and just hold that stretch for me. Give those toes a little wiggle. And we'll do the same again. So take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, bending into the elbows now maybe, bringing that leg back a fraction more. Good. And then bend that left knee, draw it into the chest, grab hold of the left knee for me, and then we're just going to open the knee out to the side. Okay, and you can relax the right arm out to the side. Now, try and keep these hips down. So we're keeping the sit bones into the floor, hips are facing up. If you find you're pulling over too much on this left leg, you'll find your bottom rising. So try and keep it down, nice deep inhale, and just see if you can draw the knee even higher up towards your armpit. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, draw the knee back in. And draw that right leg back in. So let's switch legs. So again, you can either keep the leg bent or extend it, whichever you prefer, and take the right leg up to the sky. So taking the hands behind the thighs. So pushing the heel up to the ceiling. Release that leg down if you want to. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, press up. Push, 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 push into your thighs with your hands. Okay, keep pressing. And then exhale, relax that toe and see if you can draw the leg back a fraction. Good. Nice deep inhale. And then as we exhale, we're going to do that again. So take a deep inhale, press up with the heels, keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. And exhale, soften down, soften into that hip. Breathe out. Well done. Nice deep inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe it out. Press, 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 press. And relax. And then bend into that knee. Take hold of the right knee. Open that knee up to the armpit. Keep it nice and pulled up and in. Keep the bottom down on the ground for me. You can take this other arm out to the side. Deep inhale. Exhale. Well done. Inhale, draw the knee in. And now draw the left knee in as well. And give yourself a nice big hug. So we're going to work into this lower back now. We're going to start to draw the knees round in a little circle. Just giving that lower back a massage. Well done. And you might notice on one side doesn't feel particularly creaky or cracky or anything else for that matter, and yet the other side does. And it's just an indication of the side that's probably working a lot harder. Maybe you have a slightly weaker side to one side. That's fine. And then switch direction, opening all the way through. Good. Healing and exhaling. Good. All the way through. And then release. Okay, so now we're going to take the feet to the outsides of our mat and we're going to open up this lower back. To open up this lower back, we open up the hip flexors. So keeping everything neutral for me now. We're going to take the arms into a cactus shape. So take the elbows out to the side, palms facing up, and we're going to sink the knees over to the left side. So we find that opening. And then we're going to wiggle this back leg so that the knee is in line with the hip and the hip is in line with the shoulder. We can look down towards that just to check and then release back down. Okay, and then take that right arm overhead. It's an oldie but a goodie, as I say, because this so helps in that relaxation in that lower back just by opening up these hip flexors here. So just holding it here, nice deep inhale. Open out, exhale. So the breath is really connected to the way your muscles relax and open. You'll notice as soon as you inhale deeply through the nose, it inhales all the way down into that hip joint. And as you exhale, it allows the muscle to soften down and release. You're not going to get that top knee down to the ground. That's not what I'm expecting. I'm not asking you to force either knee down to the ground. What I am asking for is that you find this opening coming out into the hip flexor itself. For those of you who are a little bit more bendy, a bit more flexible, been doing this for a while, you can grab hold of that back foot and come into half hero pose. So you can draw the heel in towards the bottom if you wish to. And if you want to add even more, you can grab hold of that front leg, and we've got that half pretzel shape with the hero pose as well. So if that's what you want to do, you want to deepen the stretch, these are a few extra options you can go for. Good. Deep inhale. Exhale. And just soften down. And if you're starting to notice, oh my God, I'm clenching my jaw here, open that mouth, relax that mouth. No one's watching, right? So breathe out, let it go. Inhale. Exhale. Gently release if you're holding on to anything here. Otherwise, just wiggle the feet all the way through back to center. Take the hands back to cactus. Give your body a little realignment, so a little shake. Find what feels good here. And we'll switch to the other side. So feet to the outside of that mat again. Arms out to the side. Sink the knees over to the opposite side. Wiggle that left leg back or opposite leg to the one you've used. And again, just have a little look down. Is my knee in line with my hip and my shoulders? Yeah. And then take that left arm behind you. So you should be feeling this lovely stretch coming up through the side of the body as well as into the hip joint. If at any point any of these stretches hurt, please bring the knees back up. There should be no reason for it to, but if it does aggravate, just bring the knees back up for me and just join us into the next section. Again, if you want to add in your half hero, bringing it into the bottom, and then you want to maybe take the hands to the front leg, you're welcome to do so. But again, you don't have to, okay? Just go with what's feeling good today. Deep inhale. Exhale out through the nose. And feel those shoulders soften, elbows soften, everything just relaxing now. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Well done. Good. And then slowly unravel those legs. Good. Bring it all the way through. Okay, from there, just give yourself a nice big hug. And now we're going to cross the legs. And if you want to, you can either rock and roll up or come up in whatever way feels good for you. Crossing the legs. We're taking the hands in front of us and we're just going to step the body back. We're going to come into our first plank of the day. So we're just opening up through the backs of the heels, spreading the fingertips nice and wide. Press up through the shoulders. Try not to allow yourself to be stuck in this position. Open up the shoulders and we're just going to sink forwards and backwards through the back of the ankles and toes. If this is a little bit too much today, just come to your knees. You can do the same sort of thing. So we can take one leg back and we're just moving forwards and backwards to one leg. And then you can just switch straight into the other, okay, whenever you're ready, okay? Wherever you are, we're just going to keep moving through. Nice deep inhale. Exhale. So if you want a little bit of a core workout, basically, you can do this one. If you don't, you don't have to. Okay, so nice deep inhale. Exhale. And now let's draw the bottom up to the sky. So we're going to walk the feet in. Now, don't worry too much if you can't get heels down, but if you can, brilliant. And we're just going to walk the dog. So we draw the knees up and into the chest, inhaling and exhaling. Good. Now we're going to open this up a little bit deeper now. So what I want you to do is you're going to draw the right knee to one side and then you draw the left knee to the other side. How are we doing, ladies? Okay. So bring it over, bring it over. So we're opening up into the hips a little bit more here. Good. Now, last one, we're going to hold this back here now for this down dog. Now, if you need to, you can walk the hands in a bit closer. We're all different sort of body shapes and sizes. So we all do, you know, some of us have nice long legs and some of us have nice long torsos. So whatever works for you, find what feels right. We're going to come up into the toes, finding that nice stretch into the toes, into the calves and the hamstrings. Bring it down. We're then going to bend into the knees. So the heels are going to come off the floor and then we're going to press back out. We're going to come back up into the toes. Release. Bend into the knees. Press back out. Into the toes. One more time. Into the knees. And press back out. Now this time, coming up onto the toes, we're going to wave the body forward into a plank. So we're still going to get a little bit of a vinyasa in this yoga practice. So we're going to exhale. Now you can either take chaturanga or you can come to knees, chest and chin. Release the feet. And we're going to come into a mini cobra. So elbows squeezing back. Lift the chest up. Good. Exhale, release. Take the arms out nice and long and out to the side of the body. From here, take the left hand inside and we're going to bring the left foot up to the sky. So bending into that left foot, bending into left arm, right arm out nice and long. We're going to roll the body over and we're going to open up that shoulder. So opening up the shoulder, we've got that left leg acting as like our kickstand. I'm just going to hold it here. Now for those who are a little bit more advanced, take the left arm up high, big stretch. And if you want to make it even deeper, take that left hand behind you, finding that really lovely stretch coming into the shoulder. So not only is that right shoulder getting a good stretch, but so is the left shoulder. Good. Deep inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, sweep the arm round, taking it back round. And at the same time, you're probably feeling those quads getting a little bit of a stretch, a little bit of a massage even, all the way around. Take the left arm to the outside, right hand inside, kickstand that foot, roll it out. And then for those of you who were thinking of the half bind that we did a minute ago, so you're taking that arm nice and tall, and then taking the back of the hand behind you, might be just here, wherever feels good, finding that nice little stretch, and we're drawing the shoulder up to the sky. Relax the head on the floor. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale, take that right hand up. Bring it all the way around, roll over, feeling that nice little massage into those quads. Okay, so taking into the quads for me, we're going to take that right foot in now. Take the left arm in front of us. Reach back for the right foot. Now you have two options here. Release the head to the floor. Bring the knees together. And then you're going to squeeze the hips into the floor. So you're finding this lovely stretch into the quad. Now, if you want to make this a little bit more intense, take the arm in about halfway in. So it allows you to bring in a little bit more of a Sphinx-like lift. And then we're drawing into the quad, and you can draw that foot in as much as you want. So you might be able to find you lift that thigh off the floor. So it's almost like a half bow, but with the Sphinx pose. So wherever you are, you can hold it there or bring the forehead to the floor. Good. So nice deep inhale. Exhale. Drawing that foot in towards the bottom, and you can press against the hand as you're doing this. And then gently take another deep inhale. Now, as you exhale, I want you to soften the muscle first. So as though you're letting go of the stretch, but you're not letting go with your hand. And now release the hand. Okay, good. Just bring both feet up and just give the knees a little rock just to release. Because sometimes when we do that stretch, it can feel quite intense on the kneecap. So just be really gentle here, and you get a little bit of massage in those quads. And let's switch sides. So take the right arm in front of us now, take the left foot up, grab hold of that foot. Good, so nice deep inhale. For those of you bringing your forehead to the floor, knees together, or as close as. Press the hips into the floor. Deep inhale. Exhale. For those who want to take that Sphinx, just bring the arm in a little bit closer, drawing the foot in a little bit deeper, maybe drawing the knee off the floor. Good. Inhale. Exhale. And gently release all the way down. Well done. Again, same thing again. Take the hands in front of you, feet back up, and just a nice little swing. Good. Quite nice, this bit. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. Okay, so taking the hands underneath you. So for most of you should be feeling pretty strong in this area. So we're going to take the hands under the chest, tuck the toes in underneath. You're going to engage the thighs. So you're taking the thighs off the floor. For those of you who this is too much, just keep the knees on the floor as we push up. So we're going to press up into a plank. Squeeze the elbows in. Nice deep inhale. Pull the tummy muscles in. Inhale, draw the body up. Nice and strong. Good. Exhale, down dog. Good, well done. Okay, so from here, moving on, we're going to take the right knee into the chest. We're going to step this right foot to the outside of our right hand, so we can push up onto the toes, and then we can step to the outside of the right hand. We're going to come into a lizard lunge. So in the moment, we're just going to hold it here, take the hands in center, just look ahead and gently move forwards and back through the back toe. So we're getting that nice little Achilles stretch, as well as a hip flexor stretch, and keeping that chest up tall. Now, if you do have blocks and you prefer to work with a block, okay, then you're welcome to do so. I've got two different size blocks, that's always good. Okay, but you can always take your hands to the blocks, so a little bit higher for this position, okay? Drop the back knee down, and you're gonna straight away feel that stretch coming into the quad probably. Okay, so holding it here. And then from here, nice deep inhale, we're going to start to walk our way down. Now, again, if this is quite deep enough for you already, stay here. For those of you who are a little bit more advanced, you can start to take maybe one arm down and just extend to the right arm. Or you might want to take both forearms down, maybe relax the head down. Just find what feels right for you here. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, soften down. Inhale. Exhale. Take the hands back in, take them underneath. And then let's roll out onto the right of the foot, so the right blade of the foot. Allow the knee to sink out. And if you can, you're going to reach up tall. So nice big stretch. Inhale. Exhale. If you want to take the quad stretch here, you're welcome to. So reaching for the back leg. Just for today, I'm going to leave it out. Exhale, take the hands back down. Roll that foot back in. Tuck the toes in behind you. Step it back. Down dog. Just give yourself a nice little wiggle here. And then let's do the other side. So left knee comes into the chest. Looking ahead, we're pushing up into the back toes. And we're going to step this left foot to the outside of the left hand. Maybe wiggle that leg back a bit. And then look ahead for me, okay? Well done. Okay, so nice deep inhale, reaching forward and back. Good. Inhaling. And exhaling. Again, you can drop the back knee down, finding that a stretch in the back of the thigh, and you can use your blocks again if you wish to, or if for those a little bit more advanced, you can come down to your forearms for me here. So taking your nice deep inhale, exhale down, and release the hands. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Sink the foot over to the side, either in this lizard position, or if you want to be in the higher up position, you're welcome to. So wherever you wish to be, that's fine, either up on those hands or maybe on your forearms. And if you wish to open up a little bit deeper, come up onto your hands for me, and we're going to open the arm up tall, big reach. And we're really finding this opening through the rib cage here, the torso as well. Inhale, good. Exhale, release, take the hands back down. Roll that foot back in. Now, we're going to step this back leg to the outside of your right hand. So we're going to step forward, taking it nice and wide. So this is what we call Malasana. And if you've got some blocks, if you're going to struggle with this, you take your blocks and you're going to sink down onto your blocks, just for that little bit of support if this is your first one. For those of you who've done Malasana before, please come into that Malasana for me. Well done. Okay, so what I want you to practice, for those of you who are on blocks, you're going to squeeze your elbows inside the thighs, palms together, and I want you to practice leaning forward and maybe just taking your bottom off the block and then back in again. So it's just getting comfortable, finding that movement there, maybe bringing the bum forward, okay? Don't worry if you can't get this low, even on these blocks, okay? If you need even higher, maybe you're more up here. Maybe you need to be more in this position. Just work through what feels right for your hips today, okay? So leaning forward, find your position there and then sink back. And then as you get a little bit stronger each time, you'll be able to sink down a little bit more, moving through those feet. The feet can be facing outwards slightly on this one as well. They shouldn't be facing forward. They should be more like diagonals, okay? And then finally, take the hands in front of you. And we're just gonna give it a little wiggle here, wherever that might be. So we should be off the blocks now. And then we're gonna press all the way back up. So let's get that bottom up to the sky. Good. Arms are going to be taking ahead of us. So again, if you are struggling to get your hands down to the floor, hands to a block is absolutely fine. You can have it as high as you need it to be, okay? Even if it's here, we're still feeling that stretch in the back of the hamstrings. Soften the knees. If you have a tendency to overextend, just soften slightly into the kneecaps. Deep inhale. And as you exhale, you might bend the elbows. So we're thinking for hinging at the hip and releasing the head. So not too dissimilar to if you're doing a good morning, you're hinging at the hip, or a deadlift, you're hinging at the hip, okay? Admittedly, you're not down here, but you've got that hinge element. Okay, relax the head. Good. Bend into the knees. Take that block away. Let's sweep these arms all the way up. Take your time. Take the feet in to about hip width apart. Good. So we're reaching the arms up nice and tall. Nice deep inhale. And now we're going to actually draw these toes together now for me. So squeezing the big toes together. Heels are maybe slightly out. So reach up tall and interlace the hands. So we're going to press the arms up nice and tall to the sky. Maybe a gentle back bend. Inhale, draw the body up so you can feel those stomach muscles working to control the movement. Reach up even higher, little twist. Now keep the hips facing forward. Inhale. Exhale back to center. Inhale, sweep the arms up and even higher, lift. So we're trying to extend through the spine and twist. Good. Inhale back to center again. This time, take the arms behind you. Take those feet about hip width apart. We're going to roll the shoulders back, finding a little chest stretch here, lifting the chest up, and then we're going to find a little shoulder stretch. So the shoulder stretch will consist of you hinging at the hips, soft into the knees, and we're coming all the way forward and releasing the arms behind us. Now, if your mobility is a little bit limited in the shoulders, don't worry, even if your arms are like this, it will get there. You can take the hands to the lower back if you need to, and then push out. Sometimes, you know, like not being funny, but our muscles in our arms can kind of get in the way. And we need to just readjust to get to where it feels right for us. So from there, nice deep inhale. Open the upper back, exhale. Release, good, inhale. Exhale, now bend into the knees again, roll the body all the way up, reaching up tall, squeeze up, good. Okay, from here, take the left foot forward and let's take the right foot back, and we're going to come into a warrior one stance. So you can release the hands and you're going to sweep the arms up tall. Big, big reach, nice deep inhale. And open up the chest. Take the elbows out to the side, cactus. So again, working into the shoulders. Inhale, draw the arms up. Now this time, take the arms in front of you. Now we're pushing into the back blade of the foot here. Now we're going to take this right arm and take it underneath the left. And we're going to take eagle arms. Again, if you do struggle, if you're particularly muscly, you may be more like this than this. But if you can grab hold of maybe the thumb or the hands, and we're going to draw the elbows forward. So bending into that front knee. Deep inhale. And feel that opening in the upper back. It's really hard to stretch our traps. We often given that sort of shoulder stretch, but it doesn't really work. But this, I find, really helps. So deep inhale. Exhale. Maybe draw the elbows up, so gentle back bend. Relax the neck. And then exhale and draw the elbows to the knee. Good. Inhale. Feel that opening in the upper back. Exhale. Inhale, draw the elbows back up. Exhale, release the arms, reach the arms up tall. Exhale, take the hands to the front of the mat. Step it back, chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. So chaturanga today. Exhale. Inhale, cobra, release the feet. Exhale, either tuck the toes under or roll it over. Good. And now we're going to step the right foot forward and turn the left foot back into warrior one again. So spread the toes. Inhale, sweep the arms up, nice and high. So just really watch these knees. If that knee starts to sink out, pull it back in. Find your balance. Press into that back blade of the foot here, okay? And then from here, reaching up to inhale, open the chest for cactus. Exhale, bring the arms up tall. Take the arms forward, inhale. Now take the left arm under the right this time, grabbing hold of the hands or the thumb, whatever feels good here. Deep inhale. Exhale. Find that focal point, look ahead of you. Feel engaged, empowered, this strength through your whole body. Exhale. Really imagine the shoulder blades opening up as you inhale. And soften down into the neck as you exhale. Inhale, draw the elbows up, little back bend. Pulling into tummy, exhale, elbows to knees. Squeeze it down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, draw the elbows up. Exhale, release the arms, reach up all the way around. Exhale, take the hands down to the ground, step it back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Exhale. Inhale. Reach up into cobra. Well done, take it nice and long here. So see if you can sink those shoulders back as much as possible. Try not to have the shoulders up by the ears. Roll them back. Again, you can bend into the elbows a little bit if you need to. Inhale. And now exhale, child's pose. Extended child's pose, so knees out to side, feet together. Sink the bum all the way back to those heels. Release the forehead to the floor. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Exhale. So now I want you to do this in your own time, this breath. So I would like you to take 4 cycles of breath, relaxing the forehead to the floor, inhaling and exhaling through the nose, and see if you can count to 4 on the inhale and count to 6 on the exhale. So nice deep inhale. Exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do the remaining 3 breaths in your own time, in the peace and quiet of your room. And feeling that expansion and contraction of the ribs. Maybe noticing the bum sinking down a little bit lower, softening down, elbows relaxing, shoulders relaxing. Right, now your next inhale, slowly come on up into all fours. Placing the hands underneath you, pressing out, cat-cow, chin into chest. Inhale, draw the chest forward. Exhale, back up. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, back up. Inhale, come to neutral. And then from here, sitting back on your heels, reach the arms up tall. And then drawing the knees together, take the hands to heart center. Bow your head towards your hands, close off your eyes. And we're just going to take a moment to work through our breath. So just initially, I want you just to take in the sounds around you. Be aware of the space around you. Be thankful for the space that you have around you, the safety of the space that gives you time for you. Inhaling and exhaling. The next inhale, you can be thankful for the people in your life and around that life. Thankful for the support they provide. Thankful for the smiles, the happiness they bring. Thankful for knowing someone will always be there for you. Thankful for the people who serve you. The shopkeepers, the garage attendant, the dentist, the doctor. Take another deep inhale. Exhale. Let go of any negative thoughts. Let go of those people who do no longer serve you. Another deep inhale. Being thankful for the nature and the environment around you that we are so lucky to have. The animals, the trees, the plants, the fresh air that we breathe. Thankful for whether the wind, the rain, the sun, just being able to experience that every day. Inhale. And exhale, letting go of any anxieties or tensions that have built up through your day, your weeks or months. Inhale. Finally, being thankful for the life that you have, the fact that you can wake up every morning and you have a whole day ahead to make the very most of your day and this life. For everything that you can see, you can hear, that you can move. Be thankful for this. Last deep inhale. Exhaling. Finally, just rubbing your hands together. Place the hands over the eyes. Bowing your head. Gently fluttering open the eyes, looking up, looking down, looking left, looking right. Rolling the eyes clockwise, rolling the eyes anti-clockwise. Bring your hands back to your heart, looking up, bowing your head, thanking yourself again for today, for this practice. Namaste. Thank you so much.